Hello, children of class 8. Today we are going to start with the second chapter of geography, that is the natural resources. So I hope that natural resources, the word is not new to you, because in previous chapter you have already learned a little bit about natural resources. So today again we are going to start it with the natural resources. What is the definition of natural resources? They are the resources which are very much important as it supports the human being, animals as well as the plants. Clear? Now, land covers about 29% of the total surface area of the earth. This is the most precious and important gifts of nature to human beings. Why? To meet most of the needs from it. But what happens here? The distributions of population is uneven. So about 90% of the world's population occupies 30% of the land areas, and these areas have very steep slopes. Somewhere you can find marshy lands, somewhere you can find desert with either extreme hot or a cold climate, and thick forests are generally uninhabited. Clear? Uninhabited means where you won't be finding any of the human settlement. Now plain means you all know it is the very suitable place because you have a suitable climatic condition and which supports the dense population. Now next one is a land use pattern. Land use means what? The land which we can use it for our own desire and for our own demands. So we use land for different purposes. What purpose are they? They are cultivation of the field, then grazing, mining industries and so on. So such land utilization is known as a land use. And it also depends upon the physical factors, economic factors, human factors, and some of these factors, they are mainly relief, climate, soil, land tenure, etc. Clear? Now the amount of land use for a specific purpose, it is differentiate or it is varies from one region to the other. Region means what? Place, and from time to time. Clear? Now slope of land, climatic conditions, quality, thickness of the soil, these are all the factors which covers the rock minerals and the availability of the water also. So once all this process started to grow up, you will find out the lifestyles of the people is also changing, location of the place, its requirement also been affecting the land use. So it also emergence, the construction of a new roads as well as a railways. Clear? Now land can be under a private ownership as well as a community ownership. Now the word private ownership means what? It means for our own. That is, we are the one of the individual with the owner. That is known as a private. And community ownership means what? To serve the other community. Clear? So total amount of land which is available in the earth's surface is very limited, very much limited. Due to why? Because the number of people are increasing and their demands are also increasing. So for the maximum benefits from land, what we need to do? We should prepare a plan. Planning is very important. Clear? So what are the main thing that we must understand in plan is the nature and the quality of land as well as the need of the community. Clear? Now this is how we need to use the proper way the utilizations of the land. Next one, improper use. Judiciously you are not using. So improper use of land such as a burning forest. Okay, what it makes? It makes provisions from from farm which create a problem. And this problem, what happens? We need to cope up. We have to solve this problem by what? A detailed survey. It is very important. Okay. So India is a vast country, we all know, and we have also a large population. So land is needed to produce food crops for the human beings as well as raw materials for whom? For the industry. So cultivation of land is dependent upon the main features. One is a relief, fertility of the soil, availability of water, and needs of the people. Very important. So all these things we have to cope up nicely, children. Because in improper ways, what happen? More of damages will cause, and if you have a proper way, then there will be no damages at all. So how we need to conserve this land resources? We should conserve this land resources by a proper plan. Number one, checking the spread of the desert, then adopting a scientific purpose, conserving forest as well as the soil, providing irrigation facilities, increase use of manure as well as the chemical fertilizers, then checking overgrazing, as well as last is very important among the three factors, among the three plan is what? Afforestation. And you know what is afforestation? Planting more and more trees. Clear? So children, this for today. I hope that you understand regarding the natural resources, how much land covers the area, how we need to use the land in a very proportionate way, that is the land use pattern. So after that, land can be either in the private ownerships and the community ownership. What are the qualities, what are the main features, and that the conservations of land resources must be done. Okay, so we have to think about all this thing. Why? Because India is a vast country and has a large population. Okay, so if you have any doubt with the videos, please tell me. So stay safe.